All right, so this is going to be a reading for Capricorn. And for the Capricorn that I'm speaking to today, I'm seeing that there's something that you're trying to figure out, something you're working on, and it comes through as almost like not knowing what to do. You look to be going through a very difficult period. There could be some pressures on you, some really burdensome things kind of weighing you down that kind of keeps you from moving forward. And it could feel like you're literally stuck with this type of energy swirling around. So we're going to dive into the reading in a second and get more on this. But before we do, I just want to say thank you so much for being here and for receiving this reading. If you would like a personal reading, I do offer personal readings and you can email me. My email is down below in the description box. And if you would like to lend your energy to the channel to help me manifest messages that resonate more with you, you can like and subscribe. But let's get into it, Capricorn. So your oracle cards today are sorrow, suppression, and success. So there's something, like I said, that's really weighing you down. It comes through both in your material world as like a material constraint, but then also possibly emotional and mental as well. So it seems like you're struggling on all levels right now, and it's causing a lot of pain for you with the sorrow card. And with suppression here, you could either be holding back your feelings, or you could just feel like your energy is suppressed because of everything that you're dealing with and everything you're going through. With the success card, I do see that the energies for success, victory, and triumph are around you, but you may not be accessing them at this time, even though they're right there with you because you're going through so much hardship. But I do want you to know that Spirit is with you, and they're saying that you are going to come out of this healed, successful, feeling better, having things to celebrate, feeling confident, and that energy is already available to you. It's just not apparent to you in this moment. Now, in the recent past, I'm seeing that you really moved through a lot of really, really overwhelming emotions. And this could have to do with something external to you that then becomes internalized, or it could just be about what you're going through within yourself and your own internal process entirely. But it seems like there's kind of a lot of different energies at play. There's many different things to consider, possibly many things that are kind of weighing you down, keeping you in a sort of negative headspace, and it comes through as like you're moving forward, but you're moving forward while being kind of like stuck in the mud, or like you're walking through mud and it's kind of like pulling you down, or walking through quicksand, and you keep trying to move forward, but with these energies around you, it's very difficult to do so. Let's take a look. There could be this feeling that you couldn't trust someone that you were very closely connected to. For some of you, this could have been a romantic partner or a family member or someone that you shared a home with. For others of you, this could be like a close friend or just someone who makes up your inner circle. And it comes through as someone that you had a soul connection with, or you thought you had a soul connection with them, you thought you could trust them, but there's something deceptive about their energy. And at some point that revealed itself to you, or kind of became clear, and I see you kind of beginning to doubt everything. Doubting things about the friendship, doubting things about yourself, and also just doubting like what is true in this situation and what's not. And it's kind of like you go from standing on solid ground to there being quicksand or something like that. And I see you trying to move forward in the past, or trying to move on from this, but as you start to move forward, you get stuck in sort of your own emotions or your own pain. It's like, again, you're really trying to move forward, but it's like you can't move forward, you feel stuck, or it feels like if you can move forward, you're going to move forward very slowly or not at all. And I see you trying to figure out, like, how do I keep going from this? How do I move on from this? You may even be trying to remove yourself from this situation, or you could have been trying to remove yourself from this situation in the past, but it felt like almost impossible. It could have felt for some of you like you'd have to break away completely, or like move to a different city or something like that, just to kind of extract yourself from this situation. When it comes to kind of deciding to close out this connection or this sort of period of your life. There's a lot of struggle around that, kind of making that decision or knowing which decision to make. You're showing me that you have a lot of possible options, but nothing that really tells you, like, yes, this is the one. And so when it comes to coming down with a firm sort of decision, there's a lot of struggle in that for you. So very difficult. That was the recent past. So you may not be dealing exactly with that energy anymore, but it does seem to be lingering for you in some way. Definitely the deceptive energies that were present here have kind of lingered for you, and it could make you feel like, can I trust anyone around me? You could be feeling a little bit paranoid or just kind of exhausted from like having conflict with other people that you feel close to. And you may be kind of retreating at this time, spending more time at home or by yourself to kind of try to ground yourself. You're showing me that this is quickly coming to an end, this connection. So it either hasn't ended yet, or the cycle hasn't closed out yet, or it's about to, that's definitely kind of here. And you're kind of showing me like this feeling like you don't have any other option, like inevitably this is going to have to end somehow, even if it just shifts and transforms into something else. I see you saying like it's time for this to close as I know it and turn into something else. You're showing me a desire, no matter what you do, to focus on loving yourself and to redirect your energy towards yourself. And I think that's the success energy that is around you and that's coming for you, is you may kind of be realizing that when you try to connect with other people, their energy sort of pulls you down, or you feel like it never quite works out. And you could be kind of realizing if it's not working out with other people, maybe it's because you're meant to do something by yourself. And it's not in a negative sense of like you're meant to be alone or you're not meant to have friends or something like that, but you could be going through this experience because it's starting to show you what it would look like for you to be happy and center yourself kind of above other people. And if there are connections that are leaving your life at this time, it could be because there's something in your own energy that's trying to open up that wouldn't have the space to open up if it was surrounded by this person or these people. In the near future, I see this ending taking place, and I also see you taking a moment to kind of integrate it into your worldview, how you see yourself, and integrate this change into your life before moving forward, which I think is a really wise move. I don't usually talk about the cards, but I will for a second so you can get a sense. Your cards in the future are Death, the Four of Swords, and the Hanged Man, which is all about pausing, resting, so that you can allow for a shift to happen, whether that's a shift in your life or a shift in perspective. There's sort of a space that needs to open for something else to come through, and I see you really slowing down within yourself and within your life, kind of trying to slow the movement so that you can open the space for something else. And especially if you are feeling overwhelmed or anxious, or you're having racing thoughts, or you're not feeling centered in yourself, that's a good sign to slow down, to take a break. Some of you may be literally just like sleeping a lot more. Others of you might just be meditating and trying to connect to your guides or your higher self more. But I see that space being created as you move forward. You're showing me that it's hard for you to process this ending because there was so much love here, and you may have felt like you were really working towards something with this person. There's something about this connection or these past connections, plural, that might have made you feel really inspired, really energized, really excited to connect with other people. And so this could be bringing up feelings of past endings that you've been through in connections, or you could be feeling a sense of hopelessness, like if it doesn't work out with this person or these people, maybe it'll never work out. And you're just showing me a lot of stress over this ending and like kind of moving forward through those energies. Yep, there's a lot of heartbreak here. I see you resting and trying to recover. Ultimately, I do see you coming out of this and healing it and feeling more confident in yourself. And if anything, this could be kind of bringing to the surface pain that has already existed within you to be healed, to be reckoned with, to be kind of seen and brought to the surface. There may be parts of yourself that don't want to be seen, or painful energies, wounding that you don't want to show to other people. And there's something here about possibly feeling like really vulnerable, feeling a little bit too seen. Your inner child could be triggered, and you could be feeling like very, very vulnerable in that way when our inner child gets exposed in some way. So there's some type of inner child healing that's meant to happen here. And so it's really important that you be gentle with yourself moving forward, and that you allow yourself time and space to rest and really see this as something that you need to recover from. I see you kind of realizing after all, like, yeah, like what someone was bringing to me was deceptive, or I couldn't really trust them. And having that kind of light bulb moment in addition, and kind of proceeding from there, realizing this needs to end and I need to heal this, because ultimately I couldn't trust this energy in the first place. And that comes through as really heartbreaking for you, because it looks like for a long time you were moving forward with this energy and it felt really good, it felt really loving, and then all of a sudden it kind of stops you in your tracks and you realize that there's something there that wasn't trustworthy after all. But ultimately I see you just kind of needing to take a break, take a pause, and to kind of decide what it is that would be best to do moving forward. Like, try not to move forward from a place of panic around this. Try to take your time and rest before making a decision. Your advice from the universe is to focus on yourself and ask yourself, how much are you receiving from the connections around you? Are they really filling your cup? Are they really nourishing you? Are you really getting everything that you deserve in connections? There's something there that's very present in this whole kind of conflict that is ultimately teaching you to value yourself more, and kind of look at, have I been valuing myself, and how can I value myself more moving forward? So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. I hope that this helps. I hope that this resonates, and I'll see you next time.